ready for some more ZVZ action. From what we've seen so far, Polaris spawning at the upper left side is our aggressive Zerg player who likes to try to be aggressive early. And at the lower right side, we have our pretty in pink Maddelisk, and she seems to be more of a macro player.
Yeah, very solid defense really seems to be a strong characteristic of Maddie's play. She's just shown that in the past people try and do crazy things and she'll still emerge victorious. Big example of that are the series that she's played against Katie Donut, as Katie Donut has a very uncharacteristic, ridiculous, weird, powerful, strong early game ZVZ. It's an interesting treat to watch.
Indeed.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing which openings the girls are gonna opt to go for. So far, very standard, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see an early expand from Maddie.
I wouldn't be shocked at all. We're now at 14 food. We'll see if we see an extractor down next. We'll know be a speeding opener from the persons. Looks like we'll have Maddie going for the speeding opener. If we look in the land of Polaris, speeding opener as well. Now we just get to watch and see if we're going to have the Baneling all-in going to come in afterwards, or if we're going to be just going straight into getting down the hatchery after the 100 gas has been mined.
I guess we're gonna see. I'm thinking Maddie likes to macro, but maybe she won a game. She could try to go for like the quick win and surprise Polaris.
Yeah,
and rely on her sick macro. Because we've actually seen some really sweet macro coming from Maddie.
Yeah, that would be really... Actually, to be honest, I think that would be great for catching Polaris off guard, because Polaris has got to be under the impression that Maddie loves to macro as well, because it's the truth. Maddie really does.
Mm-hmm. I would love actually for Maddie to do this. Please, Maddie. Let your drones on the gas.
Oh, we'll see. But now we got... she's pulling them off.
It's okay though, it's safer. For her. For her style. I think it's more solid.
Me too. But Polaris, on the other hand, she's listening. She's keeping her drones on that gas. So we're going to see that Baneling Nest come up shortly for her. Her metabolic boost is there. Maddie's going to be working on her expansion in a second.
Indeed. She will. And I have a feeling that this game is going to go pretty similar to the last one. It's like so similar already.
Yeah, although it looks like we might actually see an expansion from Polaris. That's very uncharacteristic from what we've seen.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But then again, the thing is, well, maybe she's hoping that Maddie is gonna think that a big attack is coming and would prepare too much for it. That could be the thinking of Polaris, but she's already a little bit late on the expansion. So if she's not if she doesn't cause any kind of reaction, she's already a little bit ahead. Maddie, I mean. Maddie is ahead.
Yeah, that's true. Baneling Nest is now down for Polaris. That'll allow for some nice aggression. We're going to see the Lings actually running into the main base to try and pick off a drone, but as you can see, no drones have been killed. In fact, Polaris has not been able to kill anything. Just 4 Lings have been killed for free. The drones, one almost went down, but not quite.
Well, also coming up for Polaris, the Baneling Nest is already done, but I'm not sure if it's, I'm pretty sure it's more of a defensive Baneling Nest than an aggressive one. She doesn't seem to be gearing up for an attack this time.
Oh, Maddie's going to pick off an Overlord in the middle of the map, going very far forward with this Queen. And this is going to be, unfortunately, looks like somebody is lagging.
That's weird, I'm not experiencing any lag.
I'm not experiencing lag either.
I don't see lag and I don't have lag, so I actually don't know.
I see nothing.
Yeah, well, good pick off by Maddie. She just killed one queen. She's actually doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, she's
taking down both the queens. That is huge.
That is really, really bad. Looks like the lag is for Polaris is coming at a worst possible time, because right now we have all these Lings that just came in and did a ton of damage, taking down all the queens. So much larva is now lost. We have a distinct advantage in larva for Maddie. We can see how she's going to be able to spend this money and get out a ton of stuff. We got a couple spines out, so her defense is looking solid right now.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. she is like already worlds ahead. Like this, taking out the queens is huge. She won't be able to do the injects. She won't be able to link the two bases. Well, I guess in TVZ it depends of what you're going for, but it's nice to be able to go quickly against around your base if need to be.
Yeah. We have no. Oh, just as I said, that no gas is being taken by either player. We see Maddie getting her next one in her main base. We have no layers started yet. I'm expecting that kind of soon. We do see Maddie's gonna run in and almost picking off that Baneling cocoon. I guess not really, but for now she really could have been benefiting from just taking down this said Baneling.
Well, already Maddelisk is at 50 supply against 38, so she's just like everything is going better for her, really. Our Roach Warren is almost done. Polaris is a little bit late. She's a little bit faster on the missile attack upgrade. For some reason, she likes to start it quite early.
Yeah, just making sure those roaches are as effective as possible, as quickly as possible. Very, very intelligent thing, because now we're going to have the roaches popping out almost with that +1 attack, and that is such a nice addition to their DPS.
Indeed. You want to do some damage.
Yes, definitely.
But still, Maddie is not that far behind, so won't change that much. Except if like the thingy, oh my god, what are the words? If the confrontation happens like exactly as like Polaris's roaches like were fighting, that would help, but whatever. It's not happening, so nah. Doesn't change anything.
Yeah, Maddie's taking a very command lead though in terms of macro, and even spreading creep nicely, actually going outside of her base. Kind of surprised this creep team actually didn't go to the right to get full vision of everything inside the main, just to watch for mutas or something weird. It's a nice safe thing to do. I've seen a lot of people do that in ZVT when Hellions are being way too present in the early game.
Yeah, totally. And now Maddelisk is moving forward with a bunch of roaches. But Polaris is actually ready for this. There's not enough roaches to take on Polaris, especially considering that they're going to be on the low ground, and Polaris is most likely going to have the good concave there.
Yep, and the greater numbers, this is a battle that's definitely favoring Polaris, but the drone count is definitely favoring Maddelisk. So once we get into the production wars, and as this game evolves, Maddelisk can have so much more room to get more stuff, especially considering her third base is now on the way too.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. But meanwhile, Polaris is now droning up really heavily, and Maddelisk is keeping the roach production. So she seems to want to gear up for an attack. But Polaris does have quite a bit of roaches, so I don't know. And she seems to be gearing up for an expand too, taking down her rocks.
Yeah, and both players are sitting with the 1-0 upgrades, but we do see that Maddie's getting her +2 missile attacks, which is different from the Carapace upgrade that's coming down for Polaris. So both are getting their roach speed with the Glee over Constitution, but Maddie is getting out Infestors.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I love that choice. I've seen it used in ZVZ a lot. It's really a great choice, because that way you can not only get the better concave by lending fungals, also of course damaging the roaches a little bit, but also you stop them from retreating, which is another big part of getting the right concave and picking off a little bit more of the roaches. And ooh, oh my god, she almost got up there.
Almost. Okay, so right now, Maddie's third is completely up and running. The third for Polaris is quite far behind, actually. But with these Infestors, this is going to allow a lot of options for Maddie. But they're actually... Okay, they're not going to... For a second, I thought that she had mistimed it, and the Infestors were going to pop after the Patch and Glance, but she actually timed it just so close that it was almost perfect.
Yeah, very good timing. Meanwhile, Polaris opting to go for the Hydralisk instead. What do you think of that choice?
It's great. The fungals against a Roach Hydra army have to be absolutely perfect, otherwise the DPS of the Roach Hydra could just completely overwhelm the Roach Infestor DPS. the fungal will be great for punishing the slow-moving Hydras and really making it that if there's a bad engagement from Polaris, that Polaris will lose a ton. But in just a general battle versus battle, the edge is going to go slightly to Polaris with the Roach Hydra.
Yeah, well, I guess it's gonna come down to Maddelisk landing very good fungals and abusing the right angles. And here you go, she's moving forward. The roaches of Polaris are here. There's no Hydras yet. Very nice fungal, getting all the roaches. The positioning is favoring Maddelisk right now. Really good concave for her, taking down so many roaches. This is looking very good for her so far.
Yeah, those are the fungals you want. There was no Hydras for Polaris in that battle. Maddie just took such a huge lead. Absolutely massive lead with that battle.
And now she's moving forward, trying to make the best out of this situation. She's gonna see the Hydralisk are there, but is there enough Hydralisk, especially considering the fungals that are probably gonna be landed soon? Oh no, there's not enough energy. Yeah. So Infested Terran, good unit. Myrene, good unit.
Yeah, they got the +2 attack too. They do so much damage. They're basically a free Marine that costs no supplies for the Zerg to have. And you can see how right now the Roaches are going everywhere. They're going to be taking down that rightmost base. They continue pressing into the national expansion. Maddie is really taking such a lead in this game. GG gets called. She's max. Polaris is not even there. All the best heart. Really big thank you for a great manner game from Polaris and Maddelisk. So we're going to have Maddie really showing greatly. And that's going to be able to go ahead to 2-0, move on to the tournament, and let's go ahead and move on to the next games without further ado.
I'm excited.
Yes. Alright guys, and right now it's going to go ahead and just go ahead. We're going to do Aphrodite versus, or Eve versus Maddelisk next, and then we're going to have Aphrodite versus Scarlet. But guys, just want to say thank you to the sponsors, Legion, for being amazing. We're going to go ahead and show you guys the Hellion Gaming mouse, an awesome mouse that you should all want. Go to Facebook, like these two channels, ESL Iron Lady and Legion, so you can go ahead and try and get your name to winning a mouse later on. We're going to go ahead and show you this thing now because it is so cool and I want it.
Legion. Legion Hellion, built for PC gaming. High-end Omron micro switches, Cherry MX mechanical keyboard switch for superb quality and response. An aluminum support plate for tactile feedback and stability. Together combines into Hellion's dedicated mechanical attack key, hit and run optimize. Top quality tangle-free bend resistance braided cable and gold-plated USB connector for optimal lossless signal. 16 million color programmable LED lighting for full customization. Dedicated attack key for easy hit and run tactics. Be ahead of your opponents. Race switch wheel for on-the-fly 5-profile switching, customized to fit your style. An LED lighting profile indicator. DPI changes are fast and easy. Never forget what setting you're using, thanks to enhanced color representation. DPI ranges from 100 all the way to 5,000. Easy button management within Windows for quick button profiling. Performance enhancements are fully customizable. Macro assignment has never been easier. Any game, any button. Match your game, mood, or style for each profile. Hellion. PC Gaming Reborn.